Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I am doing an advanced review for the Loud House graphic novel. And with this one, it is a winter special, so many of the stories have to do with winter. And what's cool about this edition is that we actually get a combination of Casagrandes stories and the Loud House stories. So actually this book opens up with the Loud House kids showing off their old ornaments that they made when they were one, or about Lily's age. And I really enjoyed that as an opener, because one thing you get to see it with the show a little bit is a time before they were the ages they are now, so when they were kids, or just seeing a different vibe from the characters, or different outfits, different design. And we get to see a different design here that we haven't seen from the show, an age with Lori and Luna. I think Luna is like probably around 8 or so, and then we get to see obviously Leni. So this is a time when the four kids, they were the only siblings. So I like seeing that, and it was a cute story overall. And another thing that kind of is a little different from the show, and maybe expanding the mythos a little bit, we actually have a story where Leni is driving, and we haven't really seen that in the show. Even after her whole driving test fiasco episode, she was still taking the bus, so I thought that was interesting to see that Leni was driving by herself. It wasn't with Lori or with her mom, and she was driving one of her siblings somewhere, so I thought that was like a cool little tidbit. And the Casagrandes stories were pretty well done as well. I really enjoyed we get to see Ronnie Anne and her friend Sid have a kind of hot chocolate friendly competition between Sid's father and Ronnie Anne's Abuela. So I really enjoyed that one. It reminded me a bit of some crossover we've had with the Loud House and Casagrandes, where Abuela always wants to show off her cooking. So I definitely enjoyed that story a lot, and I thought that was my favorite of the Casagrandes storylines. And I will say, I do think there was a little less Casagrandes storylines, and I do wish that we maybe had a whole story just on the Casagrandes and the Loud House crossover, and maybe that could have been a cool opener. Maybe we'll see that in the future, or they're just saving that for the show. I really would have liked to see maybe Ronnie Anne and Lincoln short comic, or Bobby and Lori comic. Hopefully in the future we get to see that. And yeah, we also get to see a couple other surprise guests, which is always great with the graphic novels expanding past the family. And we get to see that with Luan and Benny. We've definitely had a lot of Sam and Luna storylines, so if you're a Benny and Luan fan, we get a small short story from them. Not a huge fan of their couple, but I know there are fans of them, and it's cool that we get to see all the different relationships of the Loud House, and again, expanding the supporting characters. We also get to see some different art styles in this one too. We have Lucy, who actually is in a different style towards the end of the book, kind of an anime style. So I hope we get to see more of that, because that's something, maybe we wouldn't be able to see in the show as much, but in the comic you have a little bit more creative freedom. But yeah, there's a lot of great stories in this one, and that's just a taste of what you can get from the graphic novel. Overall, as always, I really do enjoy these graphic novels, and I feel like it's a great way to expand from the TV show. And yeah, a lot of fun stories along the way. And go check this one out, and really looking forward to the next one. So hopefully guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno. Definitely follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Go check out my comics like Father Like Daughter and They Call Her a Dancer. And every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time is Comic Book Weekly, where we discuss our favorite comics and comic book news. Thanks, guys.